Hey, what's up everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm back with another prediction video. This week I'm going to be breaking down UFC 277, Amanda Nunes versus Julianna Pena 2. It's a pretty good card. It's got some pretty decent fights on it. We're going to do a quick recap though of UFC London, and then we'll get right into that breakdown. UFC London, I went 4-3 on my bets for plus 1.85 units, so it was a winning week. It was nice. It could have been a way better winning week. The main event kind of got ruined again, just like last week. It's crazy. I've never seen two main events in a row get ruined like that with freak injuries, but it is what it is. We'll have to move on to this next card. But yeah, 4-3 for plus 1.85 units. My four winning bets, I had Jack Hermanson over 2.5 rounds. I had 1.75 units to win 1.55, and that was a good win, man. That was a good bet. I watched that, all their tape. I looked at all the records, figured it out, and I just figured that was going to be an easy over, and that was a super easy over. The next fight, I had Jonathan Pierce, Makwan Americani, under 2.5 rounds, 1.8 units to win 1.5 units. Another easy bet, man. I knew either Makwan was going to get that finish in the first round or Jonathan Pierce was going to melt him in the second, and that's exactly what happened. Third winning bet was Molly McCain, Mark Diakese, 3.1 units to win 2.5, and that's as easy as they come. Easy as they come parlay victory, man. Molly McCann did what she had to do. She's levels above Hannah Goldie, and she showed it. And Mark Diakese, or Mark Nurmagomedov, showed up and showed out with his wrestling, man. That was a pretty good win, actually. I didn't mind it to get it was boring, but to get money, I get money. Fourth winning bet was Molly McCain, Mark Diakese, Muhammad Makiev. I had 2.1 units to win 2. And like I said, Molly McCain and Mark Diakese seem like the easiest picks of the year. I mean, in 10 years, both of them guys were going to dominate their opponents, and I just threw Muhammad Makiev on there, and he dominated his opponent too, so them were the easy wins. My three losing bets, my first one was Paul Craig. I had 1.5 units to win 1.8, and yeah, man, he got beat. It looked a little closer than the scorecard said, but at least he fought. He tried. He fought for my money. He did what he could. Got the fight to the ground a couple times, just wasn't able to get that submission. My second losing bet was a parlay with Nathaniel Wood over 2.5 rounds, which hit, and I had Paul Craig under 2.5 rounds, and that was 1.75 units to win 1.95 units, and yeah, man, the Wood one hit, and who would have thought that Paul Craig fight didn't end, wasn't going to end, was going to go to decision. So yeah, man, so I lost 2 with Ted, didn't go to decision, or went to decision, and with Paul Craig losing. So my third losing bet was Tom Aspinall, 2.4 units to win 2.4 units, and I was up 4.25 units or $425 going into that fight, and I had 2.4 units on Tom Aspinall. So if he would have won, I would have won $665, but he lost, so I ended up winning the 1.85, man. But yeah, man, freak injury. I hope he gets better. That really sucked for my money and for him, but I really do hope he gets better, gets that fixed, because he's one of the best up and coming heavyweights we had. So that brings my official bet record to 126-92 for plus 38.85 units. My units are $100, so I'm up $3,885, and I won $185 yesterday, and I'll take that. I'll take that every week. Add to the bankroll. Eventually, I'm going to get this up to 10 unit to 100 units or $10,000, and then we're going to increase the bets from there. Let's get into UFC 277, man. It's got, like I said, some decent fights. We got 13 fights. We got a couple rematches on here, and then we got a couple heavyweight bangers. So we're gonna have a good card here. Let's get right into it. First bet is in the men's lightweight division. Our first fight, we got Drakkar Klose versus Rafa Garcia. Drakkar Klose is 12-2-1, currently sitting at minus 225. Rafa Garcia is 14-2, currently sitting at plus 185. And Rafa Garcia is coming in on short notice. Drakkar Klose was supposed to fight somebody else, I can't remember right off the top of my head, but they pulled out, so now he's fighting Rafa, and I really like him, man. I really like Drakkar Klose here. I think that both of these guys are going to want to wrestle. Or, I mean, I think that Drakkar Klose is going to have way better striking. He's going to have good enough wrestling to keep this fight standing. Rafa is going to want to wrestle, and I don't think he's going to be able to get this to the ground. Drakkar Klose, man, good striking, good offensive and defensive wrestling. He wrestled in college. Really nice body lock and trip takedowns when he wants to use them. He has nice boxing with fast hands. You've seen his last fight against Brandon Jenkins, where he just, he threw about a 50-punch combo, and that first round to put him out. Good power with this straight right down the pipe. He hurt Benio Dariush with that before he was finished against Dariush, but he's got a really good clinch up against the cage where he can hold people there when he needs to. He's got nice body kicks. but he's got really good offensive and defensive grappling, and that's what's going to help him in this fight. I really don't think that Rafa Garcia is going to be able to land takedowns on him. He's going to have 2 inches of height and 2 inches of reach on Rafa. Rafa, man, you've seen him fight a couple times in the UFC. He's like a meat and potatoes fighter. He's got decent striking. He's got decent wrestling. He's got pretty good jiu-jitsu and ground and pound. But yeah, man, I just don't think that his weapons are going to work in this fight. So I'm going to take Drakkar close. I'm going to take him by decision, a dominant decision. I expect him to win all 3 rounds. He's got good cardio. And like I said, Rafa Garcia is coming in on short notice. I'm sure he was in shape, but I just don't see him. I just don't see him winning this fight. I think he's going to get outstruck majorly. He's going to get pinned up against the cage a lot. Second fight is it, but I don't have any bets on that. I'm looking to throw Drakkar close into a parlay though. And I like the over on that fight. Fight number 2 is in the men's welterweight division. We got Michael Morales versus Adam Fugitt. Michael Morales is 13-0, currently sitting at minus 575. Adam Fugitt is 8-2, currently sitting at plus 445. And this is another short notice replacement fight. Michael Morales was supposed to fight somebody else. They pulled out, so Adam Fugitt stepped in on short notice. And yeah, man, I really like Michael Morales here, man. I think that his wrestling's better than Fugitt. I think that his striking's going to be better than Fugitt. Michael Morales has really good wrestling. He has nice, powerful leg kicks, excellent counter left hand. He's got really nice uppercuts, too. He hit Trevin Giles with a giant uppercut, man. It was nice when he finished him. He's finished 11 of 13 wins, 10 of them by KO. He's a national Ecuadorian wrestling and Muay Thai champ. So this dude's well-rounded. He's been doing this fighting for a long time, for his whole life, basically. Nice long jab, man. The guy's got a 79-inch reach. He's going to be 1 inch shorter than Fugitt. Fugitt's 6'1", he's 6 foot. But he's got a 79-inch reach. Fugitt's reach wasn't available, but he seems like he has long arms. I watched a lot of his other fights, regional fights and stuff, and he has really long arms. But Fugitt, man, he has a nice lead left hook. That's what he knocked out Solomon Renfro with. That was a crazy fight. He came out and threw like 4 head kicks in a row, left head kicks. Throws a lot of left head kicks. He has really nice power in them. Nice left body and head kick, honestly. Decent body lock takedowns himself. He's got a nice clinch with nice knees in the clinch. He can really hurt people with knees, but he's just really, really, really aggressive. He comes out really hard, and he uses a lot of energy, but I just don't see him being better than Morales at anywhere this fight's going to go in MMA, man. Morales has really good striking, has really good power. I think Morales is going to be faster. Morales is on a full UFC fight camp, so he's going to have way better cardio, and Fugitt usually goes for broke anyways. He's kind of like a killer-be-killed guy. But yeah, man, give me Michael Morales, and I'm actually going to take him by first-round KO. I expect Fugitt, and I would like to see what the over-under is on that, because I expect Fugitt to come out real hard and crazy like he always does, throwing crazy head kicks, crazy punches. He really goes for the finish, and I respect that about him. But I expect Michael Morales to be able to be faster and just have better technique and connect quicker and sooner and get the finish. So I'll take Michael Morales by first-round KO. Fight number 3 is in the men's heavyweight division. We got Don'Tale Mayes versus Hamdy Abdelwahab. I'm just going to call him Hamdy. I couldn't do his last name. It was real tough for me. Don'Tale Mayes 9-4, currently sitting at minus 145. Hamdy is 3-0, currently sitting at plus 125. He started as the favorite. Don'Tale Mayes, to start this off, he's 6'6", with an 81-inch reach, and Hamdy's 6'2" with a 73-inch reach. So Don'Tale Mayes is going to be 4 inches taller and have 8 inches of reach, which is going to be huge. This fight's going to be, a tale of two different fighting styles. Who's going to be able to win? Hamdy is an Egyptian Olympic wrestler, and Don'Tale Mayes has pretty good striking and pretty good wrestling. Don'Tale Mayes, you've seen him fight in the UFC 3-4 times. He's actually fought Cyril Gane, but he has decent striking, decent wrestling. He has nice front kicks and push kicks up the middle. He has pretty decent boxing, pretty fast hands. He doesn't have much power, though. For being a dude that looks like he would knock people out, he really doesn't have much power, but uses his reach really, really well, and he has a pretty good clinch up against the cage with elbows and knees, and decent body lock takedowns himself, but he can be taken down. He has decent cardio for a big guy, but he's been taken down. Like Rodrigo Nascimento was able to take him down pretty easy, and Cyril Gane was able to take him down pretty easy. So that kind of worries me about that in this fight, because like I said, Hamdy is a Egyptian Olympic wrestler. He's got really nice body lock takedowns. He's got good chain wrestling. He's got really nice ground and pound one on top. Really good work out of side control. He really likes to be in side control over guard or even half guard. But yeah, man, really nice ground and pound. Standing up, his striking's not good. He's only been in MMA for 2 years. He's only been fighting for 2 years in MMA, and I don't know. That's not much experience. He's 3-0. He had a couple of amateur fights, but he's fought low level competition. He's actually in his pros. He's got 5 wins. He's got 5 wins. He's really 3-0, but 2 of his wins are in this bare knuckle MMA stuff. But he actually beat one guy in bare knuckle MMA and then fought him in the regular MMA and beat him again. So he's fighting the same low level guys twice to get wins. So yeah, man, I just don't. He's really one-dimensional. He's got a power overhand right that he uses that he likes to set up his wrestling with. He gets his wrestling and his takedowns. He's got pretty good ground and pound. He doesn't have the best jiu-jitsu, but he does have a good side control, pretty good ground and pound. But it seemed like he slowed down. I watched his other fights, and it seems like he slowed down after the first round. And when he just had to keep it standing, when he figured out in the one fight that he wasn't going to be able to keep the fight on the ground, he kept it standing. He just looked terrible. He just kept throwing overhand rights. He looked tired after a round and a half. So yeah, man, I'm going to take Dante Mays here. I'm going to take him by decision. I wanted to bet him big last night when I finished doing my tape study, man. He was at -125, and when I was done with that fight, I'm like, man, I want to bet him big. This was sometimes a spot where I wish I was betting online, but it is what it is. And he was -125 last night. He's already -145. I'm sure by the time I get to the casino tomorrow night or Tuesday night, he'll probably be like -170. So I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna want to put that type of money on lower level heavyweights, man. I've tried to swear off lower level fights and definitely lower level women's MMA. So speaking of that, next fight is in the women's flyweight division. We got Ji-Young Kim versus Joselyne Edwards. Ji-Young Kim is 9-5-2, currently sitting at +120. Joselyne Edwards is 11-4, currently sitting at -140. And yeah, man, they're not that low level, but these girls aren't, even in the top 15. These are lower level girls. I'm going to stay away from this fight. It should be a good scrap because both these girls do have pretty good striking, and I don't think either one's really going to want to take it to the ground. Ji-Young Kim, man, pretty good boxing, pretty good movement and feints, decent leg kicks. She really likes to counter punch, but she can also strike coming forward. Good at exchanging combos in the pocket. She's pretty good in a firefight. She looked decent. She got beat by Molly McCann, but as we see, Molly McCann's a savage. But she looked decent when they was in the pocket, throwing combos at each other. She's tough. But she's got good cardio, super tough. Fights every fight she's in super close. She's got a couple split decisions, and even the fights that she's lost by regular decision could have been split decisions. Just really good fights, really close fights. And but she has lost her last 4 or 5 fights, so that's one thing. Joselyne Edwards, on the other hand, good striking, nice long punches, nice long front T kicks and push kicks. Good, nice forward pressure. She's really fast. Good power for a girl too. Lead front kick. She uses that as a jab, like with her lead leg front kick, man. Push kick. She just almost uses that as a jab. She's got good power, though, like I said, pretty fast, but she has terrible takedown defense. She can be taken down and held down. It looked a little better last fight, but the girl she fought, Pascal, wasn't a wrestler. So, it really didn't get to show how actually terrible her takedown defense is. Terrible get-up game. She's got okay BJJ, but a terrible get-up game. She's got pretty good cardio and toughness, though. I'm going to go with Joselyne Edwards. She's going to be... to me, the more athletic fighter, the faster fighter, and have more power in this fight. Like I said, I see this fight staying standing the whole time, and I see her winning a decision, close decision, probably go to split decision or something. But yeah, I'm staying away from it. Like I said, I swear off these low-level MMA girl fights for a long, long time. Next fight, men's welterweight division. We got Alex Moreno versus Matt Semelsberger. Excuse me, man. Had some pizza earlier, just wanted to come up. All right, Alex Moreno's 21-7, currently sitting at +130. Matt Semelsberger is 10-3, currently sitting at -150. And Alex Moreno, man, this guy's a vet. He's been in the UFC forever. He's got good striking, good a lot of output. Likes to come forward. Likes to be in a firefight. Really, fast hands though. It's weird boxing the way he boxes, but it works, and it's he has fast hands with it. He has decent wrestling. He doesn't really want to use it. He doesn't ever use it, really, but he's got good BJJ when he does use it. If he gets the fight to the ground, man, he's got really good BJJ, really good ground and pound. He's got a really nice lead left hook and a check left hook. Good speed in his hands, good speed in his kicks, but he's just not the most athletic person, and that shows in a lot of his fights. He seems small for 170. He's pretty good everywhere, but not great anywhere. And yeah, man, I like him, but like I said, every time he steps up in competition, it's a tough fight for him, and he seems to lose. But I don't know if this is a step up in competition for him, to be honest. Matthew Semelsberger, he's got some fights in the UFC. He's got some good fights, but he's fought like lower competition. He has a fight with Chaos Williams, which was a good fight. He lost that fight, but the rest of his fights are over really low level guys, to be honest. Well, his last fight was really good. That's what's making me think that he can win this fight. Is the last fight, I forget the guy's name. It was that guy's debuting. That guy was a good wrestler, and that was a really good fight. He actually beat up Matt Semelsberger in the first round. I think that guy came in on short notice or something because he kind of gassed in the second round, but that guy looked good. But Semelsberger, man, good striking with hands and legs, very aggressive with forward pressure. This dude's big for the division. He's going to be 2 inches taller than Alex Moreno. He's 6'1" with the 75-inch reach, where Moreno's only 5'11" with the 72-inch reach. But Matt Semelsberger, man, power in everything he does. Power leg kicks, power body kicks, nice punches, good power. He's knocked a lot of people out. He knocked out Nick Diaz's boy in like 13 seconds. Really nice stiff jab. KO power in his right hand and count when he's with a right and counter right. Nice ground and pound. He has good boxing, but he throws power in everything he does. It seems like he would gas himself out a little bit, but he doesn't, man. This dude pushes through, has good cardio, keeps up with everything. He's a junkyard dog, to be honest. So, yeah, man, the only thing that I don't like about him is his wrestling defense. He was taken down pretty easy and held down in that first round in his last fight. So that's one thing I'm worried about. But actually, I'm going to take Semelsberger. I think these guys are going to get in a firefight in that first and second round. I actually think Semelsberger is going to hit harder, so I'm going to take Semelsberger to get that TKO in the first or second round, because like I said, I think these dudes are going to scrap, and I just think Semelsberger has more power and a better chin. So we see Moreno finished a couple times, so yeah, man, give me Semelsberger, give me him by TKO in that first or second round. I'm really thinking about betting him too. Really thinking about it. We're going to see. We'll see what the line is by the time I get there. Fight number, the next fight's in the men's welterweight division. We got Orion Cosce versus Blood Diamond. Cosce's 7-1, currently sitting at -160. Blood Diamond's 3-1, currently sitting at +140. And this is going to be, which guy can establish his dominance in his area of MMA, because Blood Diamond is a kickboxer, Cosce's a wrestler, and this is just going to be a tale of who can get their MMA going. Cosce, man, he looked good against Philip Rowe. He looked good on the Contender Series. If you watch his Contender Series fight against the Matt Dixon, he looked real good, because that Matt Dixon guy's really good, man. And Cosce actually showed great cardio in that. He actually lost the first round, may have been lost the second round, and in the third round, when the other guy started slowing down, he came out and put a beating on him. So it's kind of weird, because he looked like he gassed a little bit against Philip Rowe, but he came out and was just pushing the pace, and Philip Rowe, as we know now, is really good. He's got a really good BJJ, and he's got a good get-up game, and he just makes guys work, gasses them out, and then beats them up. I thought he was going to do that to Nurmagomedov last fight, too. I actually had a bet on Rowe. But, and he's got that really long striking, man. I think that's all that is what helped Cosce take that loss. But, yeah, man, he's got decent striking, but needs improved defense a little. He's got nice clinch knees and nice strikes, man. When he gets in the clinch, fast, hard clinch knees. Good body lock takedowns and good body lock slams. Really good top control and ground and pound, man. The dude's mean. He's finished all 7 of his wins, six KOs and 1 sub. Really good ground and pound. Good power on his feet too. He just he'll get better. He'll tighten that up a little bit as his career goes on. Because he came from the wrestling background. Blood Diamond, man. Israel Adesanya's boy. He's a kickboxer. He's got nice body and leg kicks, man. You didn't get to see it in his last fight against Jeremiah Wells, because he was taken down within the first 10 seconds, held down, and then choked out. But if you watch some of his regional scene stuff, or if you can really watch more of his freaking kickboxing matches, nice body and leg kicks, nice knees in the clinch. He has really fast hands, throws with good power. Good boxing, but trains at City Kickboxing, so he can only be getting better. But this guy's 34 years old, man. He's no spring chicken. He has terrible takedown defense. He has terrible get-up game and terrible BJJ, and it's like, how much better is he going to get? He's really only in the UFC because he's Israel Adesanya's boy. If he wasn't his boy, he wouldn't even be in the UFC. I'm definitely going to take Cosce in this fight. I'm going to take Cosce to be able to land takedowns. I don't know if he finishes Blood Diamond, but I do believe that he'll have the gas tank to take him down and hold him down and beat him up all 3 rounds. Blood Diamond looks like it only takes one takedown to get him down and hold him down each round. So, yeah, man, I'm going to take Cosce. I don't know if I'm going to be betting this because I don't have much confidence in either guy fighting, to be honest, because one guy, is lacking a lot of MMA skills, and the other guy, we don't know if he'll gas out. So, probably end up staying away from that, but we'll see. Next fight's in the men's light heavyweight division. We got Nick Negumereanu, my bad, against Ihor Potieria. Nick is 12-1, currently sitting at +130. Ihor is 20-2, currently sitting at -150. And Nick, man, he had a really crazy fight his last fight with Kennedy and Njoku. He kept getting poked in the eyes and ended up getting a point. Kennedy got a point deducted, and I kind of think that helped him win. But, yeah, man, I rewatched that fight, and I think he kind of lost that fight. I thought he lost kind of the first 2 rounds. But he's got pretty good offensive and defensive wrestling. That's his background. He doesn't use it too much, but when he does, it works pretty good. He uses it against Alexa Kamar. Pretty good boxing. He's got good power in his straight and right hook. Good power in it. I mean, he really only throws power shots. It's not the most technical, but it's decent. It's effective, man. He's got pretty good body lock takedowns. He's got a nice long jab he kind of darts in with, uses momentum to hit you a little harder. He's finished 10 of 12 wins, 7 KO, 3 subs. He's just great, man. He's great in brawls. He likes to get into brawls. He's very tough, and that's what he's going to get in this fight from what I've seen from this Ihor guy, man. The only other thing about Nick, too, is he doesn't have any striking defense. And the other thing I like about him, which I don't like, but he'll cheat. He'll definitely cheat to win. You've seen that against Alexa Kamar and even against Kennedy. Some of them pokes might not even have been that bad, but it is what it is. Ihor, this is another guy, man. This kind of worries me because this is another dude out of Ukraine. He's got a 20-2 record, which is padded as hell. He looked good on the Contender Series. He fought a pretty tough guy on there, but he's a pretty wild striker. Really nice straight left, right down the middle, man. Like, good power, man. He's got good boxing. That's what he uses a lot. But he's got nice forward pressure and pace, KO power in both hands. He's really good at backing guys up and then overwhelming them up against the cage and just throwing a beating on them. Nice hard leg kicks. Seems to have good cardio. He carries his power. Even though he's only been out of the first round a couple times in his career, he looked good in the second round and was able to get the finish on a guy that kept trying to wrestle him. Can be taken down, though, and held down. I seen one of his fights more recently that he was taken down and held down for the whole first round. But, yeah, man, this guy's 20-2, and only 3 of his first 16 wins had winning records, man. This guy has fought bums over in Ukraine. Hard telling, if we're going to get another one of them Asker Mazatorov guys where maybe some of these wins are juiced up and he really didn't get them, and who knows, man. But to be honest, he did look better than the Asker dude. His striking looked pretty good. He looked pretty tough. But I'm gonna there's so many red flags. It's just like the Hamdy dude earlier that I'm gonna have to go with Nick, the more proven guy. Nick Negumereanu. He's got a good chin, man. He should be able to take the punches. I think he's going to be able to use his wrestling in this fight to wear down Ihor a little bit. And I see him winning a decision, man, as long as he can stay awake. Because like I said, the Ihor, dude, if he gets you hurt or backed up against that cage, he goes for broke. But Nick's going to be there to strike with him. Nick showed a good chin. He's been in the UFC for a while and never got knocked out. The only time he got beat, he actually got out-wrestled by a guy that wasn't very good at all. He's not in the UFC anymore. But, yeah, man, give me Nick, and I'm going to take him by decision. Next fight, we got Drew Dober versus Rafael Alves. Drew Dober is 24-11, currently sitting at -220. Rafael Alves is 20-10, currently sitting at +185. And this is going to be a banger fight, man. Both these dudes love to strike. Both these dudes got power striking. Both these guys are KO guys. They throw everything they have into each strike. Drew Dober, excellent Muay Thai, excellent leg kicks, really nice straight left with power. He's finished a lot of guys with that straight left. He's dropped a lot of guys with that straight left. He's good at throwing combos and ending with power leg kicks. If you know Drew Dober, you know his legs are gigantic. He's freaking got giant calves and thighs, so he throws giant and powerful leg kicks and head kicks too. He's good at throwing punches in the pocket in a war. Good at fighting in a phone booth, man. He has no problem. You've seen this fight with Brad Riddell and a couple of, even with Terrence McKinney, man, just throwing, going nuts, and trusting his chin. He has a giant chin too. You can tell by the shape of his head he's got a good chin. He got dropped a couple times with giant knees to the face against Terrence McKinney. Ate him, came back and finished him. Excellent chin and recovery. He can be taken down pretty easy, but he's got a pretty good get-up game. He's been submitted 4 times, though. That's the only thing you got to worry about, because that's kind of what Rafael Alves is going to want to do. He's a striker with good jiu-jitsu, though. Very explosive striking, man. Really good BJJ and sub. He's got a really nice jab with power. And you seen against Mark Diakese, man. Really, he rocked Diakese with a jab. Like stumbled him, came in, followed it up with a flying knee. When Diakese tried to shoot, straight, just hooked him. We got him with the guillotine right away. It was a nice little finishing sequence. The dude's finished the last 3 of his 4 wins are by guillotine. You've seen he's super fast, super explosive. Had a really good win over Alejandro Flores on the Contender Series. That guy was 17-2. He did it in the second round. He still looked like he had pretty good cardio. I like this guy, man. He's very tough, keeps up a good pace, keeps up good cardio, and I think he's going to be faster than Drew Dober here. I think these guys are going to be banging. I know Drew Dober's a big favorite, but I'm actually going to pick at Rafael Alves here. I don't have no bet on it, but I'm going to say that Alves is he's going to be a little faster and a little more explosive at first. And anytime that they strike in that first round, I think Alves is going to be able to land, and he may be able to drop Dober. But I could see him getting a club and sub here, man. This is going to be, if it's a striking match, which it should be the whole time, unless Alves tries to take it to the ground. Alves is always live in this fight because this dude is explosive and he's a finisher and he's got crazy power. So I'm going to actually take Rafael Alves by a first round club and sub. Probably not betting it. Probably will bet the under. I want to see what the over-under line in this fight is, because I do believe it'll go under. One of these guys is finishing the other. Both these guys are finishers, and both these guys have crazy power, and the way they fight, it's going to finish. Next fight is in the men's flyweight division. We got Alexander Pantoja versus Alex Perez. Alexander Pantoja is 24-5, currently sitting at -160. Alex Perez is 24-6, currently sitting at +140. And this right here is going to be another great flyweight fight. Both these dudes are really good. Both these dudes are really well-rounded. Alexander Pantoja, man, has been one of the best flyweights in the world for probably the last 6 years. Constant top 1 to 5 guy. 2 wins over Brandon Moreno. The dude is just tough. He's got the win over Manal Cape. He's got that win over Brandon Royval. The dude beats everybody that is in Davis and Figueiredo, basically. Really good striking, good offensive and defensive wrestling, excellent BJJ, great top control, great submissions. This guy's just dangerous everywhere, man. He's got nice boxing with power in his right hand. His subs are sick on the top. He can sub off his back. Anywhere, man. Anywhere this fight goes, this guy's dangerous. Like I said, he has really good power in his right hand. That's what I see happening here. I see him dropping Alex Perez and getting a club and sub, to be honest. And if not, maybe it's Perez shooting in, leaving his neck open, and getting choked out. But, yeah, man, Alexander Pantoja, dude, is good everywhere. Great cardio, tough as hell. Never been finished in his whole career in 29 fights. Alex Perez, man, good boxing and solid power leg kicks. That is one thing that this dude got. If you go watch the Jussier Formiga fight, man, solid power leg kicks. All-American college wrestler. Pretty good offensive BJJ on top. He's got his own submissions. He's got good ground and pound, but he's got suspect BJJ defense, man. He's been choked out like 4 or 5 times, or he's been choked out 4 times in his career, which is a lot when you only got 6 losses. He's got nice boxing, fast hands, really hard calf kicks. Wrestling is fast and smooth. Nice combos with punches ending in calf kicks, which I really like. I love combos that end in leg kicks. Very fast in everything he does, but like I said, he's been finished in 5 of his 6 losses. 1 was by TKO, and he's been sub 4 times, and that's what's going to happen here. Either Pantoja is going to finish club it, just KO him, or I feel like Pantoja is going to get a submission where he starts beating up Perez in the stand up, and Perez has to shoot in, and he gets a submission. So I'm taking Alexander Pantoja by first or second round finish. I have a bet on him. I got him at -155. I have 2.35 units to win 1.5 units. And I really like that, man. I really like Pantoja. I think that this guy could be a champion. And if he gets another chance, he might even be able to beat Figueiredo at this point. But because like I said, he has 2 wins over Brandon Moreno. So, yeah, I really like that bet. I like Pantoja. More established guy. Alex Perez's wins aren't that great anyways. It's not like he's out here beating a ton of great people. If you go look at it, he's got a good record, but not the best wins in the world. Next fight's in the men's light heavyweight division. We got Magomed Ankalaev versus Anthony Smith. Magomed Ankalaev is 17-1, currently sitting at -500. Anthony Smith is 36-16, currently sitting at +375. And man, Magomed Ankalaev, dude can do everything. Well-rounded, good wrestler. He's a Russian. He's Dagestani. He's got great wrestling. He's got excellent kickboxing, KO power in his hands and his feet. Good defensive wrestling. He's got good jiu-jitsu, awesome front kicks and leg kicks, really nice knees in the clinch. That's what I really do like that about him. I think he can really get Anthony Smith up against cage and hurt him with some knees in the clinch. Really nice body lock, takedowns and trip takedowns. Good top control, good ground and pound, excellent cardio and excellent chin. Guy's only been finished one time in his career. That was by sub by Paul Craig, and 1 second left in the 5th round. But some of these fights he's been in recently, man, he's been really low output, and just happy with getting a kickboxing point decision. Thiago Santos, he did that with somebody else, 3 fights in a row. He's done that where he's had just really close, really boring kickboxing. Volkan Oezdemir did it with. He did it with Thiago Santos, and he also has another one. Well, he actually had a pretty good fight with Nikita Krylov. But Anthony Smith, man, this guy's a veteran, really well-rounded, really nice defense, really nice striking. Good power striking. You've seen last fight, still got it, was able to take out Ryan Spann. He was able to take down and take out Devin Clark. He's kind of had like step downs in competition his last 3 fights and was able to get nice wins, though he needed it because he was fighting the top guys in the world and took a couple losses there for a couple years. But really good, really well-rounded everywhere. Good offensive, defensive wrestling. Really nice Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Nice check left hook with power. That's what he got Ryan Spann with. Excellent finishes with subs and strikes. Very tough, very good cardio that he uses to come back on people. Like really good fighters like Volkan Oezdemir was beating him. He was able to take that beating, come back and finish him in the 3rd round by getting a takedown and a submission. He did that with Alexander Gustafsson. He's done that with a lot of his wins, to be honest. But I really do like him, but I just like Magomed Ankalaev here. I think Magomed Ankalaev, though Anthony Smith is really easy. He can be taken down really easy. And against some guys, lower-level guys like Devin Clark, he's going to have way better jiu-jitsu and be able to hit some submissions. But against guys like Glover Teixeira or Magomed Ankalaev, he's just going to, or Anthony Ratchik, he just lays on his back and lays in guard and takes a beating, really doesn't even try to really get up. So I'm going to take Magomed Ankalaev here. I'm going to take him by decision because, like I said, he really hasn't been going for broke lately. I think he's actually going to take down Anthony Smith a lot in this fight and just lay on, sit in his guard and be content with burning the clock away and landing a little bit of ground and pound. So I got him in a parlay with somebody coming up, and I actually like the over in that, so I'm going to look at that line too and see what that's at, and we'll see where we go with my official bets. And check out this weekend too, or on Wednesday we'll be on Johnny K Picks channel for our live show, and we'll go over some bets there. Next fight's in the men's heavyweight division. We got Derrick Lewis versus Sergei Pavlovich. Derrick Lewis 26-9, currently sitting at -105. Sergei Pavlovich is 15-1, currently sitting at -115. Interesting fact about this fight is Derrick Lewis usually has a bigger reach than anybody he fights. He has a 79-inch reach, which is usually pretty good. But Sergei Pavlovich, they're the same height, but he has an 84-inch reach, which is so long, man. He's going to have 5 inches of reach on Derrick Lewis here. Derrick Lewis, you know him, man. Meat and potatoes, dude. Crazy striker, crazy power in that right hand, crazy power in that right uppercut, low output. Terrible takedown defense, but it's getting a little better. But he's got a pretty good get-up game. He lays there and explodes and gets up. And guys that try to keep taking him down and doing that, they usually gas themselves out and get knocked out. Yeah, man, he's really just waiting to hit you with that right hand the whole fight. And when he does, he puts guys away. He's been doing that his whole career. Really, he's been losing like a lot of his fights, and then he comes back and wins in the 3rd round. You know, Marcin Tybura, he did that too. He did it to Volkov. A lot of people. To be honest, he's done that to a lot of people. Yeah, man, he's got that killer power in that right hand, and that's about it. You know, he'll back up, he'll let people back him up, and then he'll try to counter you and kill you with that right hand. Sergei Pavlovich has really good striking, comes from a Greco-Roman background. He's Russian, so he's well-rounded. Really nice long jab. He's got crazy power in his right hand, and his straight and his overhand. Nice all-around left hook too. It's really educated, man. I really like his check left hook, counter left hook. 12 first-round finishes, but he's gone 3 rounds 3 times, so I'm not really worried about his cardio if it does get out of that 1st or 2nd round, because I don't know if he's going to be coming at Derrick Lewis that crazy, you know, in the 1st round to finish him, because that's when you get finished against Derrick Lewis. Good forward pressure and feints. He's really good at pressuring guys. He like pressures guys where he's going forward, he's fainting, and he's bringing out their strikes. And when they strike, then he counters them. I really like his striking, man. But for a heavyweight that's 15-1, he's fought a lower level competition, especially compared to Derrick Lewis. Derrick Lewis been in there with everybody. But, man, he's the young, up-and-coming guy. He's got that long reach. He's going to be throwing more punches. And Derrick Lewis is 37 now, and he's been taking some beatings in his last, 4 or 5 fights. He took a real beating against Cyril Gane. He took a real beating against Tai Tuivasa. And he got knocked out pretty bad against Tai Tuivasa, and that wasn't too long ago. So, yeah, man, give me Sergei Pavlovich. I'm actually going to take him by second-round TKO, and I do got a bet on him. I bet I bet 1 unit at plus 120 and 1 unit at plus 110. So I got 2 units doing 2.3 units, and got him at that plus 120. I should have put way more, but so yeah, I got him at basically an even of plus 115 between both bets. But yeah, he's minus 115 now, and by the time that fight starts, he's probably going to be minus 150 or 60 because I don't understand why Derrick Lewis is really the favorite at this point against a young up and coming power puncher like that. I think he's going to touch Lewis's chin. I hate to say that because I love Lewis. But the next fight is the co-main event. It's in the men's flyweight division. We got Brandon Moreno versus Kai Kara-France. Brandon Moreno is 19-6-2, currently sitting at minus 195. Kai Kara-France is 24-9, currently sitting at plus 170. And this is a rematch. These guys actually fought a couple years ago, and Brandon Moreno was able to get the win. It was a close contest, but he was able to get the win. That was only a 3-round fight. Brandon Moreno, man, what can we say? Very well-rounded, man. This dude is good everywhere the fight goes. Good wrestling, good striking, really good jiu-jitsu, really good lead left hook, jab, and overhand. Really nice 1-2 to a left head kick. That's what he was using in the first fight against Kai Kara-France a lot. Like, he would just throw 1-2, boom, quick left head kick, and just beating up Kai Kara-France's arms, really, and just keeping him honest. He had to constantly wait for that third strike with the head kick. Really nice forward pressure and feints, nice body kicks and punches. He's got 3 inches of height and 3.5 inches of reach over Kai Kara-France, which I really like. And to me, he takes damage better than Kai Kara-France. In their first fight, that's what was happening. Kai Kara-France probably won that first round. He hurt Moreno a little bit, but as we know, Moreno's got a solid chin. He doesn't get knocked out. But the thing is, Moreno was hitting him back too, and by the second round, you could tell that Kai Kara-France slowed down a little, like he just wasn't wearing the damage as good, and that's when Moreno was able to start taking over. Kai Kara-France, though, man, really good striking, really fast, don't blink is a nickname for a reason. Really nice double jab to overhand right, good power in that, just super fast, super accurate striking, really nice powerful leg kicks. He used that in their first fight a lot. Really nice fast jab, really improved wrestling defense in BJJ, man. Earlier on in his UFC career, he could be taken down and held down a little bit, and not no more, man. He's super tough. He's a junkyard dog, in my opinion. He's been looking really, really good lately, but with all that said, man, I'm still taking Brandon Moreno. This is a 5-round fight, and from what I seen in that first fight, well, first off, too, both of these guys have gotten way better since that first fight, but Brandon Moreno has gone up even a level better than what he was during that first fight. This dude's gotten really good lately, man, and what I really seen was in that first fight, like I said, Moreno was taking the damage better than Kai Kara-France, where Kara-France was, he was looking real beat up, bleeding real bad and stuff in the third round. And this is a 5-round fight, so I expect that to happen. I expect Kai Kara-France to come out heavy. You might want to look at betting this live because Kai Kara-France probably win that first round. To be honest, he's a little bit faster than Moreno. But like I said, the damage will add up. I don't know if Moreno didn't use any grappling in that first fight, so I'm wondering if he'll use it in this fight because he's been using a little more lately, like with Figueiredo and Brandon Royval. So maybe he'll use that. Which, if he used that, it could be a real easy night for Moreno. I think that he could take down Kai Kara-France, and his jiu-jitsu is so sick. I mean, you see what Moreno, he was able to take down Kai and do a little bit, and then knock out Kai standing up. And Moreno just ragdolled Royval, man. He had him down, was beating him up on the ground the whole time. So I hope he uses a little of that. But I got Brandon Moreno. I'm actually going to take him by 5th-round sub. I think that the damage mounts up on Kai Kara-France. I think he lands a takedown in the 5th, starts beating him up. Kai Kara-France looks for a way out, and Moreno chokes him out. I have Moreno to finish off the parlay with Magomedov. I got Magomedov at minus 450. I got Moreno at minus 200. I got 2.2 2.15 units to win 1.8 units. And I really like that parlay. I really think it's safe. I think Magomed gets a really boring victory, and I think Brandon Moreno gets a fairly exciting victory, but I do think he gets the victory. Like I said, he's already won one time, and he's gotten a lot better since then. He actually moved his camp for the first time, and he's training with James Krause now, so I expect that to help him. He's got some really good training partners over there, so yeah, man, I expect him to be even better and come back and probably even get the championship from Figueiredo if they fight again. We are to the main event where we have the women's bantamweight title up for grabs. We got Julianna Pena versus Amanda Nunes 2. Julianna Pena, the champion, is 11-4, currently sitting at plus 220. Amanda Nunes is 21-5, currently sitting at minus 260. Julianna Pena, man, you've seen in the last fight, obviously, she's tough as nails. She's got good striking, good straight punches. She's got good wrestling. She's got really good jiu-jitsu, really good heart and toughness, man. Excellent scrambling ability. What I like about her is when she gets taken down, like if Nunes last time when she took her down, Pena don't stop moving. She don't lay there and accept none. She's constantly moving. So you got to use a lot of energy just to hold her down. So I like that about her. She's got a really good top control when she gets on top. She's got really good subs and ground and pound. Excellent cardio, toughness, and meanness. She's got good fighter mentality. She takes a punch really well. Man, she's a female junkyard dog. I like her body lock takedowns. I like everything about Pena. She's tough. She's a good fighter. That's why she's the champ. But, man, Amanda Nunes is the GOAT, and she's the GOAT for a reason. I don't know what happened in that last fight. I've watched it like 3 times now, man. And Nunes is beating up Pena in the first round, drops her a couple times, drops her with the jab, follows her down to go for a finish and wrestles around with her for maybe like the last minute and a half of the round of the first round. And then in the corner, dude, Nunes was gassed. I don't know what happened. I watched other fights just to see, rewatched them just to see if she kept her cardio, like Jermaine Naranami. She fought her for 5 tough rounds. She fought Felicia Spencer for 5 tough rounds. She's gone 5 tough rounds a lot recently, and I just don't know. She had COVID before that. I also seen some videos where she was having problems with Nina Ansaroff, where she got kicked out of the house. They were both making videos, so I don't know what was going on, man. And she probably got complacent. Probably thought, she's been whooping everybody, and that this is going to be another easy fight because, man, it just looked terrible. But Amanda Nunes is excellent everywhere, man. Excellent boxing, excellent kicks, head kicked Holly Holm out. She's knocked out Cyborg, Ronda Rousey, numerous people with punches. Great wrestling, great defensive wrestling, excellent BJJ. She's a black belt, and usually great cardio. She's the prototype of she's the greatest female fighter ever. Really nice power jab, man. She was dropping Pena with that power jab. Good KO in her right hand and with her left hand. She's got really good takedown defense, like I said. Fast punching combos with power. Really heavy on top. Good ground and pound. But it seems like when she has to grapple, like especially when she's got to grapple from the bottom, man, she gets gassed. I don't know if it was that fight or what, but yeah, man, I'm taking Amanda Nunes. I don't care. I'm taking her to get her belt back. I think that she's smart this time. I don't think she goes to the ground with Julianna Pena at all. I think that anytime Julianna tries to take her down, she shucks it off and then beats her up standing up. She's not going to gas out and get in that crazy firefight with Pena like she did in that last fight in the second round. And that's really when she started getting beat up bad, too. Pena started landing on her. But, yeah, give me Amanda Nunes, and I am going to take her by first or second round TKO because the way these girls fight, they go at it. You want to bet with – I'm looking at that under 2.5 because, like I said, these girls, there's no feeling out process with them. They just go at it. That's the only way both of them know how to fight. And I'm going to look at it, and I say Nunes gets Pena like she got a Cyborg. I say she rocks her really good in this fight and finishes her in the first or second round. I don't have any bets on her yet, but I kind of want to put her in a parlay. I kind of want to parlay her with Drakkar Klose and see how that goes. But we'll see, man. I got to see what these lines look like. Appreciate everybody watching. I also want to let everybody know, too, that I probably will either be doing my breakdowns. I'm used to dropping them on Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon early, but I'm going to start putting them out either later Sunday night like this or Monday afternoon because, man, I've been working a lot lately, and I've got to work Saturday morning, until at 8 in the morning, until 8 in the morning. Then I get home, go to sleep, get up, watch the UFC, and hang out with my girl and my daughter. But then Sunday doing these shows, man, it's a lot of work. It takes like 3, 4, 5 hours, you know, to get all this stuff done, just to film it, do all that, timestamps, everything. So I'm gonna start, you know, hanging out with my my daughter on Sunday, because that's really the only day I get with them, and I'll start doing this show most likely on Monday, but I will get it out, and you'll still get these quality picks. So good luck this weekend, everybody. I'll see most of you guys on Wednesday night on Johnny K Picks channel to go over this live, and we will also be live on Johnny K Picks channel 1.5 hours prior to this UFC with 3 cappers, and we'll have 5 cappers total like we did last time. We're gonna have a great show, good time. It's a way to get past some time before the UFC starts. I know that's the worst time, you know, waiting them last couple hours before the UFC starts. So come check us out for that too. Appreciate everybody. Everybody, please, if you haven't already, like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you get all my videos early, because I've been winning 3 out of 4 weeks now. We're gonna keep that going on this pay-per-view. Everybody knows I kill pay-per-view. So all right, guys, I'll catch y'all later. See ya.